welcome to SheckMade. Welcome in. I'm Patty, and thanks for being here. My last video, we did these cute little tiny totes, and in this video, we're going to do its big brother. It's so much bigger than the little ones, and it makes great to wrap a gift in, to give a gift in, and it's just paper. So today we're going to make this one. All right, so let me get these out of the way. And we'll get started. We're going to do this one, a Christmas one. So we need to cut our paper. This is single-sided. It's nice if you have double-sided because you don't have to do anything to the inside. Like this one's a double-sided one. And it looks very pretty. This one is not a double-sided one, and it looks pretty as well. But with this one, we're gonna zhuzh it up a little bit. So first, we're gonna cut two pieces at 4.5 by 12. So you need two pieces of 12 by 12 paper, and I'll show you how to cut it all. 12 by 12. So we need two pieces at 4.5. So you can only get one of these tote bags out of a 12 by 12. So two pieces, we can save this for a tag. So two pieces at 12 by 12. I'm sorry, two pieces out of the 12 by 12. We're gonna need two 4.5 by 12. And then we're gonna trim one of them. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We're gonna need one at 4.5 by 7 and one, I have coffee over here. So we're gonna cut this other 4.5 by 12 to 4.5 by 7. And this is gonna be scrap. We can make tags or whatever. All right. So now out of the trim, whatever you're gonna use for the trim, we need two 1 by 11. So we can cut this all down to 11. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we can cut these all down, this one down to 11.
Wait. Go to timestamp 21 to see the right way to cut this. So it works out better, and do it from a 12 by 12 sheet. Don't cut that first inch off to make it 11.
Now this is my 11. Now we need two at 1 by 11. My cat is going crazy outside of my room. Two at 1 by 11.
These are the correct instructions for cutting. So from 12 by 12s.
I don't know what. She found her voice. She walks through my house. All right, two at 1 by 11. I need three. No, I need two at 3 1/4 by 11.
I left this part in so you can see in real time, you know, making mistakes and trying to figure them out and work them out. So you'll see later on in the video that we've got the right measurements and used the right measurements of cutting. So I hope that you guys understand. I just didn't want to cut it out and edit it out. I wanted you guys to see that we can do this. And just so you know, until we get up to the base, that none of these measurements are correct. They're going to be 6 at 3/4 by 12 until we get to the base.
So just do
okay?
4 at 3/4.
Sorry, guys. I hope you don't mind. And it's still super cute and super easy. All right.
5.
Thanks. Have fun. Happy crafting.
by 8. So let's cut the 8. The base is going to be 5 by 8. So now we're going to score a couple of pieces. And this first one that we're going to score is the base. And the base is going to score at 1 inch on all sides. Hope everybody's having a good day. I need to get ready for work shortly, because I got to go to work today. So we scored all around at 1 inch. Now the 2 that are 1 by 11, we are going to score at 1.5 ish in the middle. So we're gonna score at the 1/2 inch mark from 1.5 to 9.5. We're gonna leave about 1.5 inches on each end from the score. I'm gonna do that to both of them. Approximately to 9.5. So then I think we're all done with this. Now on the ones that we just scored, we're going to round the corners because those are going to be our straps. And I'm just using the little 4mm on my little rounded corner. You don't have to round the corners if you don't want to. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to fold on that score line, but we're going to leave this part flat. See? So we're going to fold that there on both of them. I hope I have enough. I think I'm gonna need one more 3/4 inch. 1, 2. Yeah, I think we need 2 more of these. I think, we'll see. I think I added it after the fact, which is fine. So now we're just gonna glue these shut. I'm using our glitter glue. And I'm just putting a tiny bit of glue on the inside. And then, can you guys hear my cat? I'm gonna kill her. I'm not gonna kill her. I'm just kidding. We're just gonna hold these for a second. Those are going to be our handles. And I'm just gluing where the crease is. So the handles will be out of the way. You know, guys, I'm going to tell you to trim 4 3¼ I mean 6, which we should be able to get out of that sheet. I'm pretty sure I could do another one, but So then we're gonna just take our handles. This is gonna go flat on our bag, but we're just gonna curl these handles and just take your finger and run it. And that way they know where they're gonna live. That's where they're gonna live. You can take a bone folder, you can take whatever you like to do that. I just cover my glue momentarily. On your base, this is going to be our base. We are going to cut this score line up to the score line on the long sides, just like in the other video. So these are cute because you can put a bigger gift in it. You can store stuff in it and do whatever you like. I think they're adorable. I'm just taking a little bit more off that one because I didn't cut it even. And then we're going to crease these up. I hope everybody's doing well. Feels like a Monday here. You can use double-sided tape here if you want. This is just to tack these up. And I'm doing them on the outside again, so when we put stuff in the bag it doesn't get caught on it, because the paper is going to go around this, so you're not going to see this anyways. I'm just making them flush as best you can. I cut that one crooked also. It's not going to make a difference. I'm just being... There we go. All right. So that's our box for the bottom of the bag. And now we're going to put that in our handles aside. And for our bag, these are going to get attached. They're not going to line up. Yeah, a little bit. It doesn't matter. I want to color the inside a little bit. And I think I'm going to do it with the green. And I'm using... Oh my God, I can't even see. Mowed leaves, maybe? So I'm just gonna do some little swirls. And I'm just gonna do it lightly because I want to stamp some things on it. I have a snowflake. I don't have many Christmas stamps, which is fine. I'm sure I do if I really looked. But this was just, I wanted to get this one done and up for you guys. And it doesn't have to be perfect because this is going to be the inside of the bag, right? What was I going to say? I should be saying something. I just kind of got into what I was doing. Sorry. All right, so the green is done. I was going to go in with red and green, but instead I'm going to take candied apple and a snowflake stamp, and I'm just going to randomly stamp them and stamp it off as random. Let's do this. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Let's do this. There we go. So now that's that one. I don't have anything to stamp off on. Really? I usually have a book or something on my table. Let's see what I have here. I have this little scrap. That will do. Oh, I could have got a whole nother stamp out of that. That's all right. All right, so that is that. And now I have, whoops, I'm all discombobulated. Now I have this Merry Christmas. That we can put in here. That didn't stamp very well, did it? And it doesn't have to be right side up. It could be any way we want it. We could even go in with the green after. And we're just kind of filling in some empty space. Let's see if I can get more on it this way. I'm just trying to put them in all different directions. Because it does not matter. But now the inside of our bag is not going to be bare. Okay, so that's that. Let's just try and, oh, don't do that. Don't do that to your little project. I mean, you can if you want to. All right, so that is done. Put these up here for now. Now the inside of our bag is not blank, right? Let us, all right, so we're gonna glue these two pieces together. And this is just gonna make a longer piece that we can go around our bag. I am going to use double-sided tape and glue just because it's a seam. And I'm going to do it right to the edge. Push it down, pull up the, if you can. My fingers. And then I'm just going to line it up straight as I can. That's pretty straight. Now, what I did on my other one was I did my trim. What in the nonsense is this? Yeah, they're all, these should have been 12. These should have been cut at 12. Because if we cut them at 12, we would have the same overlay, which we do not have, but that's okay. I don't like that. All right, guys, scratch the instructions. We are going to take I want it to line up. We can do this. No, that's still not going to work, is it? I'm just trying to think. The person, which I will link in the video down below, used an 8.5 by 11 piece of you know what? Let me get another piece of 12 by 12. We're going to put this aside for a sec. I want to make it easy is what I want. Get back here. All right. So we're going to recut the trim. The trim, we're going to need 6 pieces of 3/4 by 12. So we're going to do 6 pieces. I mean, if you don't mind them not lining up, that's fine. And I'll show you on this one, because it kind of drove me a little batty. I know Patty's batty. See, this is where this one lines up, and this is where the seam is. I want it so the seams are all going to line up together, which probably might make it a little bulky, but all right. So I'm going to cut 6 3/4 by 12. Two. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so let me just think. If we get 2 more inches out of this, is here, and then we still need 5 by 8, which we can still get out of this. So 1 12 by 12 will still do the trim and the bottom. So I'll put a little 6. Yeah. All right, so 2 of these we are going to cut to 7 to match this. Okay, so 2 of these. You know what? We don't have to cut it yet. Let's do this. Let's do a trim. So what I want to do is I want to glue the trim on now, which we are going to do with double-sided tape. Try to go as straight as you can. I tend to go up, which is fine. So we're going to tape there. Then I'm going to tape the other side, because these are going to be our top and bottom trims. And then we're gonna do a little bit piece, right? Go close to the edge on this one. You know what? I'm even gonna go a little bit over the edge, and I'll fold it back up on itself, just to make sure it's not sticky on the inside after. All right, so now this is gonna be our trim. Look at how cute this is going to be. Isn't that going to be adorable? All right. So our trim pieces, I'm going to do this one first. And we'll trim that piece off after. Tiny bit of waste, but might be worth it. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Struggling. Every day I'm shuffling. All right, so this one, we're gonna, actually, I'm gonna glue. I'm going to use some glue on this piece. Oh, I don't know how far I want to go. Let's see. So I'm just going to overlay this where we had put much glue. Pretty much. All right. So then, oh, you know what I wanted to do first? I did want to take black ink, and I just kind of wanted to, we'll do this little piece right here, just to make the ends, because they're white edges. I'm just taking my pad, ink pad, and I'm just doing literally the edge. So when we put the black up against it, you don't see the white in between. That one wouldn't have mattered, I don't think. You could go in with a Sharpie after if you wanted. I think that's too much work. This is nice and easy. All right, I wanted to do that, sorry. Okay, now for the other piece, we're gonna overlay a little bit to the seam, and that's gonna be great. Now, all my seams will be in the same place, which will make me happy, because it drove me a little batty the last time. So I'm going to take my tape off. I'm going to line up to my seam, and then all right, so then we can just trim this one. I'm gonna trim it. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna trim it from the side. Right. So we trimmed that. I didn't think about pulling this piece up though. That will be there. We'll do the same on this side for now. Now I'll do the other side. All right. Pull this back. Make sure your tape sticks down. And you're only pulling up this. So we're going to take this one. And we're going to glue. I have to watch the time because I got to get ready for work. I must go to work. And we're just laying it flush against the bottom. There we go. See how much better that looks without that little white showing. I think it looks better. All right, we're going to keep that there for now. Now, I'm going to trim this one. Now we can glue this other one. All right, yeah, that makes total sense. Now, because the other one, my seams were going in 2 different directions, and I didn't like it. So this way, and yes, it's just paper, but if you make it pretty, it's pretty paper. I mean, it's pretty paper regardless, right? Oh, I wanted this to go down. Not yet, not yet, not yet, Betty. To the seam. All that would have been for nothing. All that nonsense would have been for nothing. There we go. All right, now that part's done. And now I'm just gonna trim these little ends. All right, so would have been nice if that lined up, but it doesn't matter. We are going to put tape and tape, and it's going to be to go around the base, and then it's going to be to put this trim on the inside after. So we need double-sided tape again. Double-sided tape. Right to the end. We're going to do the same on the top, because one's going to go to the box and one's going to go to the trim. All right, so now push down on tape, nice. Tell it that's where it's gonna live. Now, when I did this, I wanted the side to line up on a side. So I'm gonna give this a little crease right here for the corner. Let's go this way, actually. Right, so now my crease is on the side, and then my crease, my seam, and my seam will be on the back and on the side, so it won't be as noticeable. So this, we're going to, hold on. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna do this. So this is the end I want off. I don't know why. I should just use a little pick to pick these up, but I don't. All right, we're gonna have this go like this. So I'm gonna do some glue. I'm gonna go up a little bit. The glue just gives it a little wiggle room. Let's get these trim pieces out of the way so I don't destroy them. And we're going to, just because I already have my corner marked, I'm going to lay this down, and you want this to be flush with the bottom. And then you want to press it down. And then we're going to bring this up, but we're going to add some glue. Bring it up to the next corner. Just want to make sure that's pushed down. And then we're lining up again to the edge of the paper. Oh. I just want to push this out just a hair. There we go. There you go. You're gonna live right there, buddy. Buddy, old pal. And what I'm gonna do, because I didn't put enough glue, is I'm going to just give that a little bit more inside here, because I didn't go up high enough. So we're just creasing the corners on the bottom. We're going to leave it loose on top to make it curve. And I'm just holding this just for a second more. Now I'm going to fold this over. And I'm just folding it just so, and I'm giving it a little pinch so it knows that that's the corner it wants to be in. And then we'll glue and tear it again. If you get glue higher than the piece, it'll be okay because it will dry clear. We know this. We know this. So I'm just looking on the bottom just to see that it lines up. And I'm just pushing down with my hands so it gets all nice and stuck. And then again, fold up that corner. Try not to squish it. The thicker paper you use, the harder it's going to be. Just saying. And then again, samesies. Just lining it up on the bottom. Put a little too much glue, but that's all right. That's all right, Mama. Elvis. When we went to Nashville, we went to the recording studio where Elvis did a lot of his recording. I love me some Elvis. All right, let me just sit this here for a second. I'm just holding it down like this, like so, like so. And then this one, keep creasing my. There we go. So now I just want to hold this down a little bit longer. I mean, you can go in and push down with your bone folder if you want. Which is fine. And now this one is going to come around. Oh, but you know what? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All fine and good. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do up here. I'm just going to knock this piece back. Whoop. Sticky. And then I'm going to take this piece off. So I creased it a little bit, but that's okay. And then, let's see. And look at that. This corner you just kind of want to hold. Oh, I did want to pull that piece back. And there we have the base of our bag. Cute, right? How stinking cute. All right, let me just hold this for a second. You are gonna live right there. You are gonna live right there. Now, we're gonna add our handles. I'm wondering if these brads on this one, I think adding two, I would like to add 2 of them. Oh, maybe we can do the gold on those. Let's see. A craft-a-lanch. A craft-a-lanch. Let's see. I need a 1-inch piece. I just want to see if 2 of these will fit. They will. All right, so we need 2, 4, 6, 8 of these. Please don't fall. Please don't fall for my nonsense. All right, guys, look at how stinking cute this is. All right, so now for the handles, this I'm just kind of flattening because these are gonna glue here. how cute is that? So I am going to glue where I think. So the bottom, you can measure it. I'm not going to measure them. I am going to eyeball it. The bottom is 6. So I am not going to measure it because I like to eyeball stuff. And I think here and here is good. So now I want to try and just have it come down just a little bit past that trim. And that's thick enough, you can really scoot it around if you want to. So there's one handle. And look how stinking cute the inside is. But I just wanted it to come down a tiny bit over the trim. Guys, how cute is that? So then we're gonna try and line it up with the other one. This is kind of nice because that one goes over that seam. And I just kind of like flatten this out. Try not to tear it like I just did. And then just kind of push them down. The brads are actually going to help. And I'm just looking down to see if they're even. And they're pretty even. Downwise. No, you're going to come up. You come up just a hair. Thank you. You're going to stay right there. That's where you're going to live. You're going to live right there, buddy. Buddy old pal. But this is nice because this just makes it a sturdier handle. And you don't really need it with the little ones. Because depending on the weight of your cardstock, I mean, you could tear it, definitely, but how cute is this? How stinking cute. All right, so now we're going to take out our crocodile. I'm going to use my little tiny, let me just make sure that I can get 2 that makes it look okay. Yeah, that'll be cute. And I'm going to eyeball, as usual, 2. One there. I'm going to try and get them as even as I can. I probably should have waited until the glue dried a little bit more, but whatever. Oh, that one's going to be hard. There we go. You can poke your holes with an awl. Oh, that one's crooked. Crooked, but that's all right. We might be able to fix it when we put it in. All right, let's see. There we go. Now we can put our little brads. Let's take off the tape in the inside. My brads are a little lower than that, but that's okay because that doesn't matter because we're going to use glue anyways. Yeah, how cute. So I'm just putting my brads in. Opening them. Guys, that was the one I kind of did crooked, I think. It's me. It's my eyes. They're crooked. Crooked eyes. You can kind of shift it up and down as you're closing the legs. or opening the legs, however you want to look at it. Let's shift them. Shift. There we go. How cute! What's this one? We're going to go in with the trim after. Watching the time. Guys, how cute is this one? All right, now we're going to trim pieces. We're going to add these together. I'm just gluing those two because, oh, I wanted to cut that to 7, didn't I? To make it match. Because I wanted the seams to line up. So now I'm just going to glue. Actually, I'm not going to glue this piece. I'm going to glue inside here. I found this easier last time to add the glue. So look at how stinking cute the stamping and the blending on the inside of this looks. We're gonna go in here, line that up. And then you just kind of make it even with the top outside piece. And now I'm just going to glue here. Oh my goodness, how stinking cute is that? All right, let's see. I just want to put something else under it so you can see it better. Cover my glue. DJ, cover your glue. Oh, I just broke my pin. Did I? Oh, man. That's what I get for rushing. I'm trying to rush. Although I do have, you can buy replacement pins, you know, and I do have some. I don't know where they are though, so that's gonna have to hopefully be sufficient. All right, let's get rid of these. I'm going to bring in a piece of paper just so you can see. Guys, look how cute this one is. Decorated on the inside. So if you only have single-sided paper, push these down though. Just make sure that they're glued over where your brads are, because they just wanted to lift up a little bit. How cute is this? So all you have to do is blend some ink, put a couple of stamps, or just blend the ink. You don't even need the stamps, but the stamps, I think, decorates it a little bit better. How cute is that? All right. I'm going to kill my husband because he knows I'm recording a video and he's vacuuming outside my door. So, anywho, that's it. That's the big one. Big. These measure about 6 by 4.5. So 6 wide, 4.5 high. And there's so much you can put in them. Look at it. How cute are these? And you could make little tags to put on them. But that's it, guys. Those are the bags. Cute. All right. I hope you make them. I hope you have fun making them. And thanks for coming to visit me at SheckMade. I appreciate it. Go make some bags. You can make them for anything. Go make some bags. Have a wonderful day. I got to get ready for work. I'll see you soon, and happy crafting. Bye.